Hiya for folks, it's the 13th of September 2014. It's a Saturday. Hasn't been an unlucky day today. I think the number 13 is really lucky for me. So two things today. In the main, we're going to talk about Scotland again and the yes and the no vote. And we're going to talk about Doctor Who. What am I going to say about Doctor Who? Don't know. Anyway, let's look at this. The poll in Scotland is we had the poll a few days ago saying that the yes vote was in the lead. It's sort of gone back to the no vote, and today the polls have all been put together, and it's so close to call. The no vote is 51%, and the yes vote is 49%. So that's just really, really tight. There's literally a few votes in that. There really is. So it's really tight. Personally, been thinking about this again a lot, and watched the last night of the proms. Been watching a bit of TV this evening. The news last night of the proms, Doctor Who, and on the iPlayer, and it made me feel again about the sense of being British and then Welsh. The idea of feeling British, feeling that we in Wales and Scotland are the original peoples of this island, whether we're black, white, Asian, whatever. If you're living in Wales and you feel British, whoever you are, I feel very British. So it's a different feeling than feeling nationalistic. I've got that sense that we're on this island, but that's me. And I've been watching the news the past few days, and one thing that I feel is that coverage, particularly from the BBC, has been very, very biased. They always talk about these big companies saying no to Scottish independence, and I think it's been very biased. It hasn't shown in the polls, and the biasness hasn't really been explained. If the biasness has been about the needs of Scotland or the needs of England, because what I'm hearing now is about the Scottish yes vote having consequences, not for Scotland, but having consequences for England and Wales and the rest of the United Kingdom. Oh, if Scotland becomes independent, the financial institutions down south will be struggling, and there'll be uproar, blah, blah. I don't think the Scots yes voters really give a damn about that, and fair enough. So it's more about, and I think the Scots realise that the effect of the yes vote in Scottish independence, the Scottish people actually realise that, if it affects the English, who cares? They've got their independence, that's fine. And they actually realise that, and I can clearly see that. Jake, oranges. Answer, orange. Orange better than orange juice. It's fresh and it gives you more energy. Believe me, I should know, Jacus. My son Owen's been very much into his BB gun thing, and he's getting a group of people together, and we're going to bang, pew, pew, pew. I got a couple of people as well, so yeah, that's what we're going to do. He did a nice BB gun video last weekend. He's not with me this weekend, but I got my little daughter Emily with me this weekend. She's just gone to sleep. We bought some DVDs today, and we haven't really bothered watching them. And she ate the snacks whilst we're meant to be watching the DVD. Anyway, DVDs, yeah, because we went shopping today. And I'm collecting my big cloak tomorrow. So we'll see. My really expensive Macedonian cloak. So I'll be getting that tomorrow. I'm really looking forward to that. And, right, the final thing tonight. Doctor Who. What can you say? It was a bloody masterpiece. It was the best Doctor Who I have seen in ages. I thought Peter Capaldi was absolutely awesome. It brought Doctor Who back to bit of Eccleston, bit of McGann, bit of Tennant, bit of the old Doctors, wow, bit of mystery. And it was very much like the old Doctor Who's. A bit of a masterpiece because it was reliant upon three characters. Peter Capaldi, Doctor Who, Jenna Coleman, Clara, and Samuel Anderson, Danny. I'm not really sure about Samuel Anderson and Danny. Doesn't really fit, but it goes into some of the stuff that David Tennant was doing with like the third character thing. Should we have him in a TARDIS? Should we have him outside the TARDIS? Friend of the assistant, usually Rose back then. But it's padding out, and it really, actually, to be honest with you, I liked it so much. I was gonna watch the news because I forwarded it or rewinded it, whatever, on iPlayer. But I thought I couldn't watch the news. I had to watch the Doctor Who. First time that's happened. So for a Doctor Who, if I want to compete with Jake on this, the season 8, episode 4, I'm not going to do a separate one on this. If I want to compete with Jake on this, I would very much say that this is probably 8, 9 out of 10. So absolutely awesome. So I really enjoyed that. I actually lost reception on my cam then, so I don't know if it was okay. But looking at that, 9 out of 10, I absolutely loved it. And if there's another episode like that next week, which is actually looking like it might be not, because there's a lot more characters in it. I think it might go back to what am I thinking about? David Tennant type, Matt Smith ends of David Tennant, Matt Smith type stuff, which I didn't really like. But anyway, so that's really good. So hopefully we'll be able to look at this next week. But I'm giving 9 out of 10. It might sound too much, but the acting for Peter Capaldi, loved it. I actually thought Jenna Coleman's acting in this one was really good. She was more or less like this throughout it, sort of more, not lovey-dovey token girl thing, but she was really good. Not sure about Samuel Anderson, not his acting, but his character. I don't understand his character, so I'm not going to comment on his acting because it's not fair, because he's a professional actor. Samuel, great. I need to understand your character more, so maybe that'll be drawn out, but I'm not sure we're going to see it in the next episode. But anyway, that's great. So I'll speak to you all tomorrow, Sunday, and we'll go from there. And I'm with my cloak on. Jilly. Frilly Jilly. She's called Frilly Jilly because she does frills. Anyway, looking forward to seeing it. Take care. Speak to you soon, folks. Bye.